Welcome, it's the RC Renegade. 3 months ago, I bought a 2014 Honda Civic Si. I have put 5,000 miles on it, taken it on some road trips, and just used it as a daily driver. Here's some pros and cons of the car. Let's get into the details right now. Here is my 5,000 mile review of the Honda Civic Si. This car has a lot of pros, it has a few cons. Let me show you a walk around of the exterior of the car if you missed my previous video, and then we'll get into it. So first of all, I put upgraded emblems and logos on this car because when I got it, they were missing. So let me show you those, show you the exterior, and we'll get into it. This car looks very clean for being a 10-year-old car. You see I put the upgraded H logos on here. The original was black and it was very faded when I got the car. This car has some minor scratches and dings on the hood, but overall for a 10-year-old car, it looks very clean. The exterior looks very nice. There's no major scratches or dents. You can see it has the Civic, the H emblem, and the Si. That was gone, that was missing when I bought the car. So they had like a black H emblem here, and I upgraded it to the red, and then I put the Civic and the Si logo on. I love the chrome exhaust there. It has a massive muffler on these cars. It looks really nice. Also, these wheels are 18-inch aftermarket wheels. So the original rims were silver, and then the previous owner upgraded these wheels to 18-inch wheels with the black rims. And these wheels are also wider, so you get more grip when you're driving down the road, so that is good. You can see the exterior looks very clean, does not look like a 10-year-old car, and I'm very happy with it. When I bought this car, it had 80,500 miles on it. As of right now, it has about 85,500 miles on it. So I've put about 5,000 miles on this car. Let me give you a shot of the back here. I love the interior on this car. It's very nice, very clean. Let me hop in and we'll get into some of the pros and cons of this car. I love my 2014 Honda Civic Si. Let me get into a few cons about the car, and then I'll get into the pros about the car of why I like this car. So I've had a few issues with this car, just minor things, nothing major, but the first is the seats. Now it's a known issue that these Honda Civics have issues with the seats, with the driver's seat kind of popping or just pulsing almost, like when you sit in it. And I first had this issue when I got the car, and what it is, there's a wear bar on the back like of the seat, and eventually it just wears down over time where like it's metal against metal, and it creates like a popping sensation when you move around in the seat. And how I personally found a resolution to that is when I just lean back further in the seat, and it's really not an issue, but I did notice that when I first got the car. The other thing, these are just like bucket style seats, and so it's not the most comfortable. Like, it took me a couple weeks to get used to it. Like, it doesn't cause me any back pain or any issues, but they're not the most comfortable seats. But I knew that like going into buying this car. So that would be two issues I've had, is just the seats and just like that popping issue. It's a minor thing, but like a lot of Honda guys have mentioned it. Also, it is hard to keep this nice red color clean and free of stains because it's a very unique color. Like on these seats, you can see it has the nice Si logo there. They do look very nice. It's just hard to keep it free of stains. So I've you know, wiped them down and, you know, tried to clean up the best I can, and I haven't had any major issues, but it's more like a constant, continual thing. The one other issue I have with the car, and this is just a very minor thing, but you'll notice we have this beautiful display here, and I love to cruise around with the windows down and the sunroof open. When I open up this here, you'll notice from the driver's seat there's a major glare on the screen. So when this is closed, it's fine, but when I open the sunroof and cruise with the sunroof open, there's a major glare. And so like when you move around, you see there's just a big glare, and it's not a huge deal, but like if you're backing up and you want to see the backup camera, or you're trying to adjust like the sound on the radio or something like that, it's kind of tricky sometimes. I mean, they do have the steering wheel control, so you can do that here too, but that's the one like user-friendly complaint that I've found. But other than that, those are the only three issues: is the seat comfort, like just getting used to that, like keeping the seats clean, and then the glare. Other than those three, everything else is fine. I love this car, and let me get into why this car is so amazing. First of all, this car, I love the just the display on this car. You got your tachometer, the tuned-in display here with your speedometer, and your vehicle information display there. I love the layout of the like carbon fiber finish with just the radio setup. I love the fact that I have a CD player and that we have our different dial knobs. A lot of modern cars do not come with knobs, and the fact that this one does is a huge plus. This car is just so much fun to drive. Yes, it takes premium gas, but the amount of gas mileage I get like 30 to 35 miles to the gallon. So I don't really care if I gun it and use more gas, because it gets incredible gas mileage. So the fact that it takes premium is okay with me. I love the fact that when I put the turn signal on, there's a camera on that mirror that will show me what is in my blind spot. And you can also see that there's like a curb marking, so it shows you how far you are from the edge of the road, and that is very nice. Also, if I shift this car into reverse, so we're in reverse, we have our backup camera there. That is very helpful. It's a big plus. This car is such a high revving car. It's a lot of fun to have as a daily driver, because just the RPMs on this car, driving this car, it's a very peppy car. When I went to drive this thing, I accidentally spun the tires going from first gear to second gear, because it has so much like just get up and go that, you know, I was like, oh, like, you know, I like to drive spirited, as they say, and I spun the tires going from first to second gear. So like, if you're not careful, you can do that on this car, because it's it's a fun car to drive. These cars hold their value very well, because these cars are very desirable, and after driving it, taking it on road trips, you know, just as a daily driver around town, this car is so much fun. Yeah, there's some traffic where I live, but I'm used to driving stick now. Like, it took some time to get used to daily driving a stick shift car, but now that I have, it's really not that hard. Sure, I stalled the car a few times like when I first got it, but that's because I was on a hill or I was half asleep or something like that. You know, once you know how to drive stick, and like once you daily drive it for a while, it just becomes second nature, and that's where I am right now. And I can say after having this car for 5,000 miles, I'm definitely happy that I got it. Here is a shot of the engine bay. So you can see it's just a straight 4-cylinder engine, 207 horsepower, and it takes premium gas. But I get 30 to 35 miles to the gallon, so that makes up for it. You can see this engine is naturally aspirated, so there's no turbo, and that's a big plus, especially when these engines get to higher mileage. Right now this car has about 85,000 miles on it, so I've put a little over 5,000 miles on this car. You can see this car did come with the upgraded battery, and it has worked out very nicely for the time that I have had it. I love, once again, how this new H emblem looks with the SI. It looks very sharp. This car is definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, this car is so much fun. I love the good old Honda Civic Si. Such a smooth driving car, and it's fun to drive stick.
I had years ago, I bought my wife, my first wife, a Honda Civic EX. But it drove real nice.
Yeah,
do you want me to record the road or no?
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Just cruising around with my friend, enjoying the Civic Si. It's a good summertime fun car. Of course, when it's 94 degrees out, you don't want to have the sunroof open unless you really want to sweat, because it's hot out there today.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to leave the house. And I don't turn the AC on until I go to sleep.
Yeah. But this is a fun, like, just daily driver car, you know, but it's preppy too, because it has the get up and go. So
what kind of mileage do you get?
It gets like 30 to 35 miles to the gallon. So, but it takes premium gas, but it gets good gas mileage. So I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah, my van is a V6, so it got a lot of power, but it's not good on mileage.
Oh yeah, how many miles does your van get to the gallon?
Like 22 maybe.
Okay, because this car is so light, it's really, there's not that much to it, so yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking of driving the Spider to work, you know, 1 or 2 days a week, but it's such a hassle moving stuff back and forth. And
the good old MR2, yeah, that's a fun little car. I love just messing around with this car, it's fun. But the other nice thing is you have like, you actually have an HDMI port down here, so if I wanted to, I could actually watch movies on the display here, which is a neat little feature on this car.
Yeah, the van has all these features, which, you know, I don't really use. But the one thing is I pair my phone with with the van, so you know I can use the speakers, the van speakers to talk to people.
Sure. I like the layout, like, of this, like with the finish on the dash here. It looks really nice with like the carbon fiber. I think it looks nice. It's good. Now with this car's AC, when you sit here like this, it gets kind of warm. Like, you got to actually be going and get the RPMs up to get the AC cooling.
Right.
I mean, it is cooling a little bit, but like not a lot.
Yeah, you should buy that. You should just make a stop at AutoZone and buy the stuff that you can shine this, and like the tires.
Yeah, I could. I just haven't yet. Oh, finally, we got the light. Yeah, I could. I just haven't yet. We'll go up here and then just turn around. But yeah, this car is so much fun. It has enough get up and go for me. I accidentally spun the tires going from first to second just because it has so much power. Maybe there was like some gravel or something, I don't know, but it was just funny. Yep, lots of traffic. That's one thing about driving stick, is there's a lot of traffic around here, so it's just a lot of like stop and go. But after doing it for about 3 months, like, I'm used to it now, but at first it just took some adjusting. We'll go up here to the light up here and then just turn around. There's 4th, there's 5th, and here's 6th. So this car is very smooth, you know, going through all the gears. The 8th generation Civics had a problem where you'd shift from 1st gear to 2nd gear, and into second gear. But this is a 9th generation Civic, so they fixed that issue on this car because the 8th gens had that issue. But fortunately, I haven't had any issues with that because Honda fixed it for this generation of cars, so that's good. Yeah, we can just turn around here. That's good. But yeah, the AC is cooling better now that we're up to speed. Like, it's better. It just takes a little while sometimes, especially when you're sitting. But then again, it is 94 degrees outside, so when it's that hot, it's hard for any AC to keep up.
Yeah, it's like, I get home and it's so hot, I don't even want to go anywhere. Go being like,
all right. Gotta mess around and have fun with the camera, right? But yeah, like you're a car guru. Like, does this car seem pretty smooth, like to you?
Oh, it's a nice little car.
Yeah.
Nice, just, you know, for me, because I use it for work. I just need more space. Otherwise, I would have gotten something a little smaller. But then I already have a very small car, so I wanted something bigger.
You got the MR2, which is like the compact convertible.
Be careful coming down here. There's always a cop waiting.
Yeah, we don't want to get a ticket. We'll keep it under the speed limit.
Yeah, it goes from, you know, 55 or 50 down to 40 suddenly.
Yeah, people fly down this hill, and the last thing I need is a ticket, especially in a car like this.
Yeah.
Now, when I got this car, it came with bright yellow like lights in the high beams. Like, it came with like amber lights in the high beams, and I guess that's a JDM thing for like a lot of these Hondas. Like, guys do that, and just as a safety precaution, I took them out and put in the OEM like yellow bulbs, just because I didn't want to risk getting pulled over. Like, I wasn't sure if it was legal in Virginia to have those or not, you know?
What year is this car again?
It's a 2014.
Okay. And you traded into your other car, right?
Yeah,
What did you get for it?
I had an Impala, and I traded in for $4,000. They were gonna give me less, and I bargained with them to get that. So you gotta watch them, you know.
Oh yeah, you can't. Used car, especially used car salespeople. Oh my God.
Yep, but as soon as I saw this car was available, I went and like looked at it because like these cars sell very fast, especially since this one was very low mileage, and it's the sedan version, so the 4-door version, because the coupes in these are very popular, but it's a lot harder to find a 4-door version, especially with a clean title. So when I saw this available, I jumped on it.
How much did you get this for?
I got this car I got it for around the Blue Book value. It was right on like with the market value at the time.
Right.
So my friend, who's a car salesman, like we talked through all the details on it, and he like we talked through everything before I went and purchased the car, and like he approved of everything, like, you know, because he does this all the time. And so he let me know if I was getting ripped off or not, which he said I was not, so that's good. But yeah, it's a fun little car, and I definitely enjoy it. So thanks for coming along for the spin, and thank you for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos. We'll catch you guys in the next one.